Hi everyone. Lethbridge Hurricanes continue their 4-game in 5 nights road trip tonight up in Prince Albert. The last time these two teams met, it was a 6-4 Hurricanes win at the NMAX Center. Tonight, the points are even more important as the playoff push continues for the Canes. Also this evening, Kootenay hosts Spokane and the Tigers are at home to Moose Jaw. The Lethbridge Lady Pronghorn season on ice will draw to a close this weekend, and with it, the Canada West career of one of the program's leaders on and off the ice. But after a freak accident 3 years ago, Amy Van Buskirk is happy to have had a career at all. Daryl Rummel reports.
Amy Van Buskirk's Canada West career will officially come to an end this weekend on her terms.
Very emotional. It's going to be fun, but at the same time a little bit sad. My last games as a pronghorn.
Her final game will come 4 years after she was convinced her hockey career was over.
It was really scary. I didn't know if I would play again.
A metal plate and roughly 10 screws hold together her right arm after crashing into the boards in January of 2009, an injury that should have ended her playing days, but she persevered.
I think it's made me mentally tougher to kind of battle through the pain and going through the physio on basically a day-to-day basis for the last 4 years. It's been difficult, but at the end of the day, I think it's made me a better player and a better person.
Recovery time was scheduled to be 2 or 3 months, perhaps longer to regain the confidence she once had. She says there isn't many games where the nerves in her arm don't give her some sort of numbness or even pain. In each of her 5 seasons in a pronghorn uniform, Van Buskirk is ranked in the top 10 in league scoring by a defenseman, logged considerable minutes in key situations, and provided a calming influence for her team.
Yeah, she's one of our top defensemen. We really rely on her, and more importantly, she's been a mentor for all of our athletes and all of her teammates. They look up to her, respect her.
The Pronghorns will miss the playoffs this season. Van Buskirk says her time as a Pronghorn has taught her about determination, about overcoming adversity, and being a leader. Lessons she hopes she can pass on to the next generation to pull on a Horns uniform. Daryl Rummel, CTV Sports, Lethbridge.
And the Pronghorns are in Saskatchewan this weekend to play the Huskies. The men are at home tonight, taking on the Huskies. Game time there is 7 o'clock at the Nicholas Sharon Arena. The usual suspects were involved in the A qualifier last night at the Alberta Men's Curling Championships up in Leduc. Defending champ Kevin Cooey of Calgary took on many times Briar champ Kevin Martin from Edmonton. Will begin in the third end of play. Already 1-0 Cooey. Martin has to grab a piece of the button to score his single, but this thing is heavy. It slid too far. A steal of 1 for Cooey, and it's 2-0 for the Calgarian. Next end, Cooey trying to remove the lone yellow rock in the house with his last, but he will wreck on the guard out front, allowing Martin to draw in for 2 and make it a 2-2 game. Skipping ahead now to the 8th end. 4-3 Martin. Cooey facing 4 yellow rocks with his last, trying to spill that red one out front into the house, but it just came up a hair short. Another steal for Martin to make it 5-3. Now, after Cooey had an easy draw for 2 in the 9th to tie the game up at 5, Martin has hammer in 10. Cooey left his last stone in the 8-foot, and then Martin decided he would draw for a single and the win. Sweepers kept it clean, and it sits in time. The Martin rink makes it through to the playoffs on the weekend. Cooey dropped down to the B side. Some football for you now. The Calgary Stampeders have signed receiver Dallin Tollestrup. Now, Tollestrup was born in Lethbridge and played quarterback at Raymond High School, leading the Comets to a provincial championship back in 2005. He started his collegiate career at the University of Calgary in 2006 and was named the CIS Rookie of the Year after serving a 2-year Mormon mission to El Salvador and Belize. Tollestrup enrolled at Brigham Young University and spent 4 years at the school, seeing action as both a receiver and quarterback. His CFL rights were previously owned by Hamilton, subsequently traded to the Edmonton Eskimos in 2011, and now he is a Stampeder. Alyssa, that's it for sports.
And speaking of CFL, some U of L students.
That's Pinner.
Yeah, got some advice from this man. It's coming up.